Hey guys, I think we're live. Um, so kind of just a live stream here. I'm guessing we can maybe run some trains, work on the layout a bit, and I have some stuff to show you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Hello, Wawa 111 mainline. How are you? Gonna get some trains running here in just a bit. Good. Hello, CSX Rough Anners. How are you guys today? We're gonna get running trains here in just a sec. So just clearing some other stuff off the layout. And I've done quite a bit of work on the lab too, which I will also be showing. I did do a time lapse that was posted, so that one pretty good. So yeah, that kind of showed a lot of the update, but there's a little bit more on that still has to come. Is this DCC or oh the layout is both DC and DCC. I can show you guys real quick. So both switches when they're set to middle, this one does the outer loop, this one does the inner loop. If this one is flipped up, it makes the outer loop DC. If it's in the middle, it shuts it off. If it's flipped down, it makes it DC. And then same for the bottom. So yeah, it can be DC or DCC. So it's a pretty nice system. So I can run either one. Right now, okay. Hello, Norfolk Southern fan 1225. How are you? So I'm going to be running the GG1 with a freight train on the outer loop, and then uh, we've got two GP9Ms back to back. One is a Conrail and one's a BNSF. They're Walther's models, and they're pulling another decently sized freight train. So I'll get that one running first. How does it work with blocks on DC or DCC? It's a little bit confusing, to be honest, on how it all works. Um, the video of me making my control panel, I think I talked about it in there. It wasn't a great video. I wish I could kind of redo it, but I think I did talk about it there. All right, I guess we'll do the outer loop one first because that one is not starting. I found our issue here. Looks like one of the wires got pulled out of the screw underneath the switch. So if we want to run anything on that that uh, that inner loop, I've got to go ahead and screw that wire back on. Please excuse me while I find a screwdriver and do that. Alright, I think we're all back in business, so I'm going to give this a shot now. Hey, look at that. There we go. Excuse the vacuum here. I was just working on the road and whatnot. So, as we can see, everything does appear to be alright working. Wawa 111 mainline, I've decided what cardboard I'm going to use for my crossings. Good. I can show you here the crossing here now that it's just about finished. It all works pretty good. I've been putting in some lampposts today. So these will all be wired up. So there's wires hanging out from all of them at the bottom of the table. If we get to a level view. Yeah, it all works pretty good. How big is your lap? Mine is a 12 by 8 with a 4 by 8 walking space in the center. But yeah, we also have this control panel that I built. I'm not sure if I have shown this at all. So all these toggle switches here will be wired up to the switches eventually here in the yard. So it's a complete replica of the yard. So yeah, pretty cool. We got the whole system working over there. Yeah. Hello, A2DCC Colby, I think. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. How are you? Do you know how to do a sensor-controlled railroad crossing for double track? I do, and I think that's what I'm going to do. But if I do, I'm going to make sure I can turn it on and off because with the size of the layout, there's always trains going over the crossings. So if I do, I have to make sure I can turn it on or off. But I do know how to do it. We'll move some of this stuff and set the camera down. I was doing some soldering today on the yard. Found out one of the rail joiners had gotten corroded. So to the coal plant, no power was getting there. So that was not very well. Make sure you guys also drop a like on the stream. That'll help out the channel a lot if you guys can do that. Yeah, if you guys have anything in specific that you are wondering if I have or if I can run, let me know in the chat. I can probably throw some other engines on and give other things a run. If there's anything in particular. So yeah, if you don't know if I have something, go ahead and ask me and we will find out. I don't have a ton of engines. I think I've got like 18 or 20 locomotives, but it's a good amount. Wawa 111 mainline. What exactly do you mean? Like, specify, I guess. You know what we probably can do? No, actually, no, we can't. I was thinking, so right here, guys, on this piece of foam, that's where the station usually sits, but I've taken it off for the time being because it's just sitting on a piece of foam and it's not like glued down yet or anything. And the vibration of the trains would made it rattle off, and it rattled onto the track, and then the train hit it, and obviously everything was okay. I stopped it in time, but yeah, it was not good. So. Oh, I wish I had a big boy art challenge or anything. The biggest steamer I have, I can show you real quick. Yeah, nothing big like that. But if I had a Reverasi big boy or really any type of big boy, I think that'd be pretty sweet. Once this train moves out of the way, I'll show you the steamer I do have. This is the biggest steamer I have. Let me put it down. It's a Pennsylvania Pacific. It does have the front trucks. So it's a 462 red roof. So that's pretty nice. Let's see if maybe we can get a trackside view. There we go. That looks pretty good. You have a Reverasi Challenger? That's pretty sweet. Yeah, the biggest locomotive that I have is the GG1. It's pretty big. Yeah, if you guys have any engines you want me to run in particular, there's a ton of engines down there. But yeah, if you're wondering if I have anything, go ahead and again drop it in chat, and maybe I can run it if I have it. Yeah, I guess we could go ahead and switch up a few trains here in just a sec. Since we have 4 people watching here, we'll do a vote and see if we can get people to vote. So I will run. Here's the vote. It's gonna be the Wabash with the A and B unit on the inner loop freight train, or we could run. Let's see. Or we'll run. See, some of these engines aren't strong enough to pull all the cars. We'll just say we'll either run that or we'll run the chassis diesel. Which one would you guys rather? I'll grab it actually. The chassis GP38-2 or the Wabash A and B. So yeah, which one would you rather me run? This one or this one? Go ahead and drop it down in chat. Which one you guys like better? No votes yet. run a Tyco tender drive. I don't have any Tyco steam engines. I've got the Bachmann one, just the 060 from the Chattanooga set. Or, yeah, and the Bachmann Chattanooga. And then I've got the Pennsylvania steamer. And then the Union Pacific one, that's my friend's that I just have it for the time being. So I don't have any Tyco. I've got some Tyco diesels I could possibly run. I've got the Shark Nose, the Midnight Special Shark Nose, the Santa Fe GP40, an old Tyco Santa Fe. So I've got those three Tyco locomotives. Guess what we'll do is we'll put on the Wabash because we're not getting any votes in here. And by the way, both these engines that are on this train here are powered. So together they can probably pull 50 or 60 cars. They're Walthers and they've both got flywheels and they're pretty good drives and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Wabash seated here. Need to find my re-railer, I think. Alright, there we go. Now we'll go ahead and... Do you have an F40? I do. I have what some people call a cursed one. It's the Burlington Northern F40, but I can run it if you'd like. No. I think I'll pass Colby. 14 at once. Oh, are you trying to blow my house up? Ah, that's funny. I ran 14 engines at once yesterday. Congrats! I mean, that's something. That's definitely something. Did it just derail? I think it did. Oh no. Hold up. One sec, guys. We've got a problem. Nothing happened until they derailed. So that's California. Oh, that's how California caught on fire. That's funny. Yeah. So, Wawa, do you want me to run the F40 for you? Eight people watching. Hello, everyone. I'm gonna have to stop the Wabash because it's not doing so hot today. All right, I guess we'll put on the. It's a newer style coupler. So you know what? I haven't run this engine in a long time. It has its own passenger cars, but I'm going to run a Alaska locomotive. With freight cars. I don't know if I can pull this train. It's quite a big train. It's just a Bachmann, so we'll see. Oh yeah, there we go. 7 people in here. Again, welcome everybody. Just running some trains. If you have a request of anything you want to run, just let me know and I will throw it on the track. How about this? For Wawa, we'll take the GG1 off, and we'll put on the F40. Hello, CSX and Amtrak and Mark Train Guy. Hello. How are you? So we'll go ahead and stop this. You should get the new H2 Skill. You should get the new Lionel H2 Skill steam locomotives. I do want some of them. They are pretty nice from what I've seen and heard. I think the Polar Express one is cool. Just find out your channel and I'm a new viewer. Awesome. I'm good. And how are you? I'm good. I'm glad to see that new viewers are here. Make sure you like and subscribe as always for more content. Right now we're just doing a live stream to introduce you to the channel. This is my layout, and it's 12 by 8, and I can run DC or DCC. So yeah, it's got a big hill here. Got the control panel, the coal plant, some trees I've made, and then the city area, and a derailed hopper. Alright, so there's the city, the road crossing, and then another yard that comes off there. Hello, North American Trains, how are you? Yeah, that's really the layout. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take off the GG1 and run. These things have so many wheels. Alright, there we go. Hello, CSAO Kid Productions. How are you? I'm going to go ahead and put on the cursed F40, as people call it, because it is no other than a Burlington Northern F40. So, a lot of people call them cursed, so we will call it cursed. Oh, I forgot the coupler was jacked up on it. Give me a sec, maybe I can fix this. They existed though. Yeah, I thought they had existed, but I don't know. People still call them cursed. They don't look like the most like pleasing locomotives that you'd see around. And of course, the clips for the front truck are broken off, so I got it used. It was super cheap in a lot of trains for $20. I never made like a video on the lot though. I definitely should have. There was one lot I got for free recently, kind of recently, and there's another lot before that I got for $20, which this ended up coming in. I don't know if I'll be able to run this. It's having some issues also. You know, instead of that, we will just run the chassis, which we were debating about running from the beginning. I also have many cheap trains. Yeah, I have some too. The thing is, some of them I buy because I get them for super cheap. Like this chassis, this was $2, but somehow I got it brand new. This Tyco GP20, it's literally in brand new condition. Like the shell is in perfect condition. I got it for $2 at a hobby shop. So I get stuff super cheap, and it's not like great, but like then other stuff I do buy brand new, and that stuff is usually pretty good. So some cheap stuff and some good stuff, but when it's super cheap to insane deals, then you can't pass it up. You really can't. All right, and of course, I don't think the chassis can really pull this. I think it's missing a traction tire. It is on low power. We'll turn it up just a little bit. I think it probably needs more weights, and maybe it is missing a traction tire. But it is doing it. I bought like 30 engines last year and 5 this year. That's pretty good. I usually just get engines kind of when they show up for cheap and whatnot. I only have the CSX Coastlander set, but I'm adding a locomotive in 8 months because my birthday. So that's why. That's pretty cool. Cool to hear. Here comes the chassis. I just bought one of the brand new Drive RDCs like SMTS for $20. That's a really good deal there, Colby. Should I cut up a USPS box for my crossings? Um, I mean, if that's the cardboard you want to use, I say go for it. I mean, I just use whatever cardboard I can find around, so go for it. Thanks, and the GP15 locos are cheap. They are like $50 or $60. Yeah. I have a GP40 here, which is right there, which is a Bachmann, and it runs really nicely. As you can see, it performs pretty good. Now the chassis is going too fast. Um, I usually buy at least one locomotive a month. That's pretty good. I tend to spend my money into like scenery stuff for the layout instead of like locomotives and what. I also bought a Bachmann set with a 440 that's basically new for $100. That's a crazy deal. In N scale, that's still a crazy deal. Um, Another thing I just recently got that I want to show you guys. I got it from Amazon. Or no, sorry, it was eBay. I got a static grass applicator. So, yeah, that's cool. I also got extra grass for it. So, hopefully, eventually, when the layout gets more progress, we'll be able to do some static grass. But I definitely want to get all these wired up soon. And then I've also got a ton of LEDs for inside the buildings. So, just imagine buying one locomotive a day. That'd be a lot of locomotives. Like, I feel like that's like what SMT has if you were to take all his locomotives and divide him to the amount of time that he's been doing YouTube. That's probably about how many locomotives he has. It seems like it's just his basement is just full of them. But yeah, sometime I do want to make a few more videos with these passenger cars. They're all streamlined ones. Really like running like my Santa Fe or the Wabash with them. I see the Tyco Rock Island crane set. I have the Santa Fe version. You do? That's pretty cool. I definitely want a few more of them. Where is it at? Oh yeah, it's over here. Uh, Dan from Dirty Dan's Trains. He really wants it actually because he does not have one, and he thinks it's pretty cool, and he kind of wants one. So that's I consider a really cool piece. Have a nice evening. Yeah, you too. Yeah, the Rock Island. I've got a few Rock Island stuff. I've got that, a box car, a hopper car, a few Rock Island stuff. Another thing that I think is pretty cool. I've got a whole little Tyco Mo set, the Santa Fe Crane Crew Tyco Santa Fe Goose, and the Tyco Plymouth 040. That's pretty cool. Do I have any Conrail locomotives? Yes, I do. Right there. I can put those back on the track if you want. We were running that near the beginning of the stream. Just give me one sec here and we'll get the Conrail back on. I'm gonna lash it up with the BNSF. I slowed the chassis down a little bit and now it's like going too slow. All the solo cups and whatnot that you see around, those are all that I use for putting glue and whatnot for ballasting. So I should make a video running the whole set. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Let's give this some. And there we go. Here comes the Conrail. I had 0 Eastern air locomotives except for the broken Taiko that exists with Stepios. That sucks, man. Maybe you can like take it apart and oil it and get some of that rust off and make it a nice runner. Cool, I have a Conrail GP15 that I got for Christmas. Awesome. That's pretty cool. Is it, do you know what brand it is by any chance? Yeah, I've also got this DCC Sound Erie RS3 switcher. It works really nice, except for the inner loop is controlled by DC at the moment because we're running those, and those are simple DC. Oh, the rust is on the motor. Well, that sucks. But yeah, going back to this real quick, and then I'll go back to your comment. Walther's train line, awesome. That's what mine is. Mine is Walther's train line, or maybe no, mine is Walther's main line. Sorry. Um, Going back to this real quick, I would run it and do some yard work while these are running, but the inner loop is set to DC and it works on DCC. So yeah. Going back to what I was saying before though, if I can remember, which now I have lost my train of thought. I have like 3 Union Pacific, 1 Southern Pacific, 4 Santa Fe, 1 Southern, 1 Norfolk Southern, 1 Caltrain, 1 VN, and a few others. That's a lot. I can confirm that is a lot. It's a mouthful to say. It's like a tongue twister. It's like 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's like so much. Also, what do you guys think of this? I've been showing it on the channel for a while, but I think it looks pretty cool. This is a scratch built. I scratch built this. It's a tunnel portal and retaining walls. Yeah. Have 35 total locomotives over 3 skills. That's pretty good. So the Bachmann NS GP50 and a Santa Fe GP40-2, both DCC. Awesome. I remember what I was saying before. For your rusted motor that you were talking about, here's what I recommend doing: is just buying basically a new motor for it. My AHM GP9, which I can show you here. There's 2 of them. One's a dummy. This guy here, I got a new. It was like a $13 off of Amazon. Micromark 3 pole, I want to say it was, and that thing has an awesome slow speed. It's like perfect. Hello, Skylight Junction. Nice to see you here. How are you doing tonight? But I got the locomotive for free in a giant lot, but I found brand new Tyco lights and lumberyard kit, rolling stock buildings, and an AHM NC NYC RPO, and it was near perfect condition of that. That's crazy. Isn't everything? It's actually a GP14, not a GP18, not GP. Yeah, I know it's a GP18. I always forget because they're so similar. What's up, man? I'm doing great. Just running some trains tonight and showing updates on the layout. As you can see, I've got street lights now put in. They're not wired up yet. They're all LEDs, and then I've got a bag of like 20 LEDs, which will go in the buildings and whatnot. But yeah, not too much happening. If you want me to run anything in particular, just let me know. Get quite a few engines, but not nearly as many as you. Mostly diesels and not so much steam. Yeah. I think we need to run this at some point, but yeah, it can only pull like it needs more weight to it and whatnot. It can only pull like a max of 10 cars, I think, and some of these trains are longer than 10 cars. We could run the GP18s, but same for them, they're super lightweight, so they would we'd have to take a few cars off each train. It's okay, I don't have any steamers. Yeah, the biggest one I got is just this guy over here. Just Pennsylvania Pacific 462 Red Roof. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take the chassis off. It's quite a loud locomotive. It's an old Lifelike, so it's an old Lifelike, but I got it brand new, which is pretty good. It's like silence once that thing shuts off. And of course, on this truck, the clip is also broken, just like the F40. I mean, for $2 though, you can't. You get what you pay for. You want a New York Central Hudson? So, the New York Central Hudson, I think it's a very, very cool engine. My grandpa has one in O scale. I posted a video of it, and it's got like 10,000 views or something. It did pretty good, and yeah. So he has that. So you might want to check that video out sometime. It's pretty cool. So yeah, his New York Central Hudson. It's got like a roaring whistle and everything. It's I think it's just a Lionel. So it's a pretty good engine. But if I were to have one of those in HO scale, it'd be pretty awesome. Sky Junction. I love the NYC Hudson. That's probably my favorite steam locomotive of all time. Yeah, it's definitely a good one. The steam locomotive that I really want, it's really the whole set. There's two of them. The first one being the chassis steam special. I want the chassis steam special with like all the passenger cars. That's number one. And then the second one is probably the American Freedom Train. My grandma was a steam. Oh, your grandpa was a steam filter slash machinist for NYC Steam. What does that mean exactly? I'm not sure. 10,000 views is crazy. Yeah, my channel has been going nuts lately. I have an N-scale layout video. It was just a short little video of a diesel excursion train, and it's at 23,000 views, and I'm just sitting over here like, okay, what now? So, things have gone out of hand. Oh, fitter, okay. But yeah, my pine trees, I think I have shown these a few times. These are some trees I've been making. So this is one that still needs painting and whatnot. But they look pretty good, and they'll be going on the layout. So those are all custom-made trees. I'm going to go ahead and set the camera down now. Get some other shots here. I didn't mean for that comment to go up on the screen. One of my videos is over 600,000 views. I don't know how. How that's driving insane. That's absolutely insanity. Which video is it, Skylight, that got that many views? Is it one of your? Actually, I'm not sure. Just which one is it? I'm sure I've seen it. It's just crazy because when you think about it, you don't really think that there's that much people really into trains or whatever. And then you've got the video 611 Steel's Hudson Coaches. Oh yeah, that one. That was a good video. But what I always see is like people, and it just doesn't seem like the train community is really that big. And then you see these videos every once in a while that pop up, and people have like 600,000 views per se, or a few million views, and it's just like, since when did this many people start liking trains? And it's just it's something else, and it's great. I mean, getting people into the hobby is awesome. My least favorite video has 14 views. It was from 250 days ago. Hello, go via or go home. Yeah, they're out there. Just need to know where to look. Yeah, I've seen a few, and they are definitely out there. I do have to end the stream here by 11, just a heads up. But yeah, lag. Yeah, I'm down in my basement where the Wi-Fi isn't great, so. Just having a fun time running some trains. What I definitely need to do though soon is I do need to definitely ballast the track that going in the full plant sometime soon, so I can have the whole front section finished. It's all right. I do have to go. It was nice talking to you. Yeah, it was nice talking to you too. Uh, I guess have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. I don't have space for a knife lad, sadly. Well, maybe someday when someday you will, and I'm sure you'll be able to build a great lab. Edward, impressive bro, my dude. Thank you very much. Before you all go on, before the stream ends, make sure you all like and subscribe. Subscribe. That'd be awesome to help the channel out. I'm stuck with my weekend only kind of that. Well, hopefully eventually you can build an awesome lab. This lab, I actually had to recently undergo some construction. You have a 5 by very nice. Some construction that was it's kind of randomly popped up, but my mom actually had brought it up to me, and she's like, "When you move out, how are you gonna bring the layout with you?" And I'm like, "I don't really know." So I basically took a reciprocating saw, and I made one cut through here. This was the first one, so it doesn't look great. But then I reballasted and re-glued the track down because it all got ripped up, and I had to cut the track with wire cutters. Um, and then I put more rail joiners on so it can come apart. So that was kind of a rough cut, but as you can see, I mean, the trains, they make it over just fine. But then the second cut I had to do was over here. And that one, as you can see, it's much, much nicer. And the trains go over that flawlessly. So that was pretty good. And then the other cut is over here, which turned out even nicer. You can barely see it. And then there's going to be another cut, which I still have to do. That's going to be right there. So essentially, I'll be making the layout a modular layout. I'm redoing the whole, like, the legs and everything on it. So, yeah. So when I move out, I can take the layout with me. Because if I'm going to be spending a few grand building a nice layout, I feel like I'd want to be able to save it, and not just destroy it. Yeah, guys, if there's any other trains or anything that you'd like me to run, go ahead and let me know now, because we're going to be ending here in just a few minutes. Yeah, hopefully the next video, I post will be, at least we'll be able to expand if the space will let you. Yeah, that will be the great part about it. Definitely expansions in the future. Um, yeah, hopefully in my next video though, I will be showing the street lights and everything that I've got put up. I've got only 7 of them are up so far, but hopefully in the next video or maybe in a few videos, I'll have them all wired up and whatnot to my control panel, which I can just show one more time for everybody that's joined since I did. Here's the control panel for the front, all the toggle switches. Eventually, it's not all wired up and whatnot yet, but there'll be solenoids mounted on the layout that when you flip one of these guys, it does the solenoid and does the switch. And then there will be another yard essentially up here, and that will control basically just the passing line that's back there into that factory. So, and then over here, I'm gonna mount the switches to control lights in the city and whatnot. But yeah, that's the control panel. That's all also under construction. So that's how I will be able to control all the lights and everything in the city. Yeah. When I get all the lights in the city, lights in the buildings and street lights up, I'm really excited for all that. So, yeah. Also, I have announced it a few times on my channel. I will be doing the face reveal at 1,000 subs when we get there. I'm hoping to hit that by the end of this year. So, that is the goal. Well, guys, I'm probably going to end it about here. So, thank you so much for watching, everybody. It was great. We had like 10 people in here at once. Yeah, make sure you drop a like, maybe subscribe to the channel if you're new. And yeah, I will continue to post videos for you guys. Before I do go, what have you guys been thinking of the time lapses that I've been putting out? I've been doing some of the time lapses of me working. What do you guys think of those? Because I've never done stuff like that before, and they take a while to do, but I think they're definitely worth it. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream, I think. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully you'll come back next time when we do another stream. All right, see you guys.